Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on YouTube Live at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy here in the West Coast in the United States of America. I want to say it's approximately like 6:30. Let me see, what time is it? No, it's almost 7 a.m. So I highly doubt if any of you all will be uh, coming on live here at this point in time. And yeah, you see me literally laying in the bed. You see Martin on the screen, on the TV. And in the title, you guys see wrapping up 2021, um, new beginnings, exciting new endeavors emerging. So I just wanted to chit chat a little bit about that. Collective. How are you wrapping this year up? Wrapping 2021. 2021's review for you. So I invite you all, like myself, I'm wrapping things up. And so when you guys hear me say wrapping up, I simply mean basically reviewing everything that has transpired in the year, seeing the lessons, seeing where there's been growth, um, just basically looking at everything to take like an assessment of, okay, well, these are the things that, went this way, these are the things went that way. This is where I grew. This is where I need to continue to grow. What are my goals? What were my goals? Did I hit the target of some of the goals for the year? And moving forward, preparing, right? So for me personally, of course, I'm not going to get too much into detail for myself. There's still some things I cannot release that kind of blows, but I do understand it's the reason why we can't release everything all the time. I would love to like share things with you guys so you guys can kind of like um, celebrate with me too, right? Because I don't want to feel like, and I'm gonna talk to my spirit guys about this. I don't want to feel like um, that everything I share with you guys, with the tarot and, what we do here at Bloom from Within Love is just all about the transformations, healing, you the tougher side of things. It's also benefits to this path. It's benefits to um, when you embrace every facet of spiritual awakening or conscious ascension, right? And so there's manifestations that we begin to create as we embrace this. And so I'll be able to share those things with you all too. And so I'm like, oh, it's just kind of, sucky. I can't share it right away. But I think that too may be a part of the lesson to share with you guys because when you're on this journey and this path, you guys will, um, how do you say? There's an old folk saying that used to go something like, don't let your left hand know what your right is doing, or something to that effect. And I think I think it's because, when you have everybody's in different places in life and um especially if you are known, if you're in the public arena on any level, then your haters, the naysayers, those that are, not well upstairs. And I have to say that because, they're imbalanced. Anybody that would be trying to come against someone or wish some type of harm, there's something not quite right. Um, on the upstairs region. And so often when we're sharing too soon, it creates, it starts to trigger all of those jealous energies, right? And so it's like a vibration that gets projected. So I feel like this is kind of why sometimes we can't release the good stuff that we want to release with the public because for that very reason, right? So I just wanted to share that. That's going to be for somebody. Um, but I will say, just on a general level, you guys, there are exciting, very exciting new endeavors that are emerging. And as we're wrapping up 2021, I call it the year review, you know, taking the bitter with the sweet, looking at where you've grown, looking at um, the challenges, looking, just being honest and just sitting with yourself and going, okay, hmm, this is how far I've come. And, these are the areas I can still use further growth. And these are the things I'm grateful for, the blessings. And then moving forward, because we only got 2 weeks, you guys, left in 2021. 2 weeks, y'all. So it's like, I know it's like 2 weeks is short, you guys, literally, that's not a lot of time. So I invite you all to I know we have to live life. We got jobs, we got kids, we got, you know, thousands of responsibilities every day. And trust me, I get it. I get it. I get it. I wear many hats. And so I'm still trying to myself find ways to uh, smoothen all that stuff out and kind of find some balance there. But I invite you to, at some point, maybe 3 times each week for the rest of the year, just sitting with yourself, writing some things out. What are you looking forward to? What are your goals and plans and aspirations? And I'm not talking about like just the big stuff. I'm talking about, um, step for step. Yeah, it could include some big stuff. I mean, if you feel guided, but what are you bringing into 2022? Do you want to be the same person? Are you happy with the person that you are today? And what I mean by that is, how do I say? I'm not saying we shouldn't be happy with ourselves. I'm simply saying, like, do you want to see perpetual growth in your life from the inside out? Coming into 2022, what type of person do you really want to be? And just sit with it. And then once you can kind of like practically maybe write out a couple few things, what are some practical things you can start doing in advance to close out the year to bring in 2022 the right way? So, for an example, let's say, let me give some examples so it makes a little bit more sense. Hmm, let's say you feel like you want to be a little bit more disciplined, right? Like, let's say as you're sitting and you're reviewing and wrapping up 2021, you feel like you're looking at things in your life and you say to yourself, okay, I could use being a little bit more disciplined in this area of life. And then ask yourself how, maybe write out a couple of practical things, and then maybe take one step towards that. So as you're wrapping up um, 2021, you're already in the energy, you're already in the vibration of becoming, right? Whatever that is, and you're bringing it in. Okay, I just wanted to give something like practical to make sense of what I'm saying here. Um, yeah, you release because to me, it's what can you release? Whether it is insight, mentality, attitude, patterns, behaviors, uh, people, places, things, situations, often, um, and I know we cringe, man, humans, we cringe, that default brain, boy, we cringe at the idea um, of having to or needing to release things. So it's uncomfortable, right? initially. So just start in advance so that you're not as, you don't feel as daunted by it. If these last 2 weeks you can just start asking the questions and writing it out and taking some level of small baby steps towards it, whether it be, and of course, ask God, your higher self, whatever you resonate with, you know, to assist you with this if you find it challenging. But taking those little tiny steps, okay, well, what do I need to release? And like really go there. And then, take a small step so like you don't feel so out of sorts. Like, okay, I'm gonna release, I'm gonna release uh hmm, I'm not gonna watch as much TV. And I'll replace watching TV with something more productive like researching this new business I want to create, researching, because I feel like we do need to like balance it out so you don't feel like you're just empty, 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 right? So I'll release watching TV, movies, or whatever it is for, let's say you watch TV 4 hours a day. I'll release maybe 2 hours of watching TV with the intention of preparation. It can be researching, um, like I said, if it's a business, researching, how to create a website, researching, what's required for this type of business ideas, researching, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not saying that this is what you guys want, but like those little steps to releasing what you feel like is kind of maybe non-productive. And when I say productive, I'm not saying that we always have to be producing, producing, producing. I'm talking about things that you feel like are not no longer fruitful for you, no longer truly beneficial in a high vibrational way, right? Um, you can also replace the 2 hours of TV with exercise, with getting into nature, right? We're always glued to electronics, right? We're always glued to technology. We're this is technology right here, right? So um, you can say, all right, it's my goal to. I feel like I'm doing too much with the TV and the electronics, so I'm going to sacrifice 2 hours of that in the name of maybe connecting with nature, so that I become a more grounded person. Um, getting outdoors, or again, exercising, or meditating, or you know what I'm saying? So anything that you feel guided. And I feel like this, doing this as we're wrapping up the year, it can even be relaxation shit. If you're a person like me, you have to constantly get reminded by source or your higher self, one way or the other, to remember to pull back and simply relax and enjoy. And if you're the kind of person that's just high octane, um, you're going, going, going all the time, and you're always about business, and you're always about work, and you're always about, I'm saying this and that. It could very well be, I need to relax a little bit more. I need to pull back from constantly working a little bit. I'll sacrifice a day out of every week to simply just relax. You know, um, those are equal things that we need to look at in terms of, going into this new year, wanting to have a more balanced life, right? Start asking yourself these questions. Who am I? That's my favorite. Who am I? Who am I? Right? Why am I here? What do I want in life? Am I heading in the right direction? Are the actions that I'm taking every day the decisions that I'm making every day, are they leading me towards the life that I really want? Or are they leading me towards a life that is no longer serving? Because the point of attraction, you guys, is always in the now. Sorry about that. Every day, in some way, are you living the life or making the decisions and choices that are leading you to the life that you really want? Or are they leading you to a life that's no longer serving you? When I say serving, because everything serves, right? Essentially, we can alchemize anything so it serves. But when I say no longer serving, I'm really meaning higher vibrational, okay? Soul resonance, higher purpose and path. And when I say higher purpose and path, it doesn't have to be anything super deep. I know we hear those terms, and, you know, most of us equate it to those things, but that's not always the case. It can be anything. Happiness is the purpose, essentially. So are we, right, making those choices towards what really brings true, full happiness and wish fulfillment day to day because of attraction. So as we reflect on this these last 2 weeks and start to try to slowly taste things, we go in 2022 with a big bang, the good kind, a big bang. And yes, there are exciting new endeavors. Okay. And I believe that it is for you all as well. I want to share things, and as soon as I'm released to do so, I will, certainly share with you guys the things that are happening just so you guys can know that it does happen, as we continue on the path and on the journey, it happens. All of the crazy things you've gone through, all of the battle wounds and everything, it trust me that there's beautiful things on the horizon as we stick through it. You know, y'all hear me joke all the time when I'm doing readings, especially. Y'all hear me joke all the time, you guys in surrender to source. There's always a payout and a payoff for whatever misfortunes and injustices that you have endured. And this is a part of why I want so badly to share with you guys and the exciting things. And I promise you all, I promise collective, as soon as I can. I'm really hoping. I ask almost every day, but I'm hoping um, within the next 2 weeks, or maybe my guides will release me. Maybe if not 2 weeks, maybe they'll let me do it the first week of January or so. So you guys could, of course, be happy for Bloomy and celebrate, but you know, because it's not something I'm just gonna say, because anybody can say something, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's not just, oh, I'm gonna share or say a news. I'm gonna literally share something, okay? And it's in the name of, for those of you that are also on this kind of path, and you may be in the rougher patches of it, the bumps, the bruises, round 11 of 12 rounds with, the Russian dude and Rocky and shit, right? I love that analogy. That's one of my favorites, man, because that's a bloody hell, man. Shit. Get your ass whooped, right? But it's like, look at that resolve, man. It's like, do you know how refreshing it, could you imagine how refreshing it felt for Rocky? Think about this, y'all. Look, check. Okay. in retrospect, like looking at all the crazy, right? Like with Rocky, that was a hell of a fight with that Russian dude, okay? Hell of a fight, man. They had this animosity. It's like David and Goliath and shit. They had this animosity because home dude, they killed his homie and shit, you know, right? It was all built up, the tension mounts. It was built up because it was his enemy. Like, oh, you going down, motherfucker, kind of energy. And then, the Russian dude and his pretentious, pompous energy, right? Because, they're all rich and have all of the tools and all of the gadgets and, you know, he had all the support, he had all the hoorah, he had, right? Well, do you imagine how refreshing it felt for Rocky at that very end? He got his ass whooped. It was long, bloody hell. I mean, bloody hell. And it was long and it was drawn out, right? Think about this. I think it's 12 rounds. 12 rounds. Ass whooping, ass beaten, sorry, bloody. But the sweetness of the Russian thought he won. He thought he won because he kind of took most of them rounds, man, whooping Rocky's ass. Rocky was holding his own, but you know, it was kind of a close call there. So can you imagine the sweetness of the end? The Russian was sure of his victory and was even given a little bit of an illusion that that's where it was going. But at the very, very end, boom, think about how Rocky felt. I want y'all to equate that to you, okay? As you stand your ground and go through your journey and your process and your inner work, your shadow work, surrendering to, source, your higher self, but yet continuing to progress and move forward through it all, as did Rocky, bloody war and all, right? As did Rocky. The sweetness is going to feel like this is a part of why I will share, why I will actually share something with you guys and not just say it, we'll share it. And it's going to be to encourage you, like, it don't always look like this, but if you keep on, you will get there. And it's hella worth it. It's hella worth it, you guys. And because it's also the sweetness of life. We're here to be happy too. But we have to, to me, a part of getting to the happy, whatever the happy is for you, um, we got to kind of get through all of the other shit first, like, the things that we've already created, the patterns, the mindsets, the addictions, the fuck shit, whatever has been counter our happy. So it's like initially there's this unraveling. First, we have to figure out who we are. We have to kind of get to the core of that a little bit and what we truly desire versus what we've just kind of been accustomed to and used to and kind of like conditioned into. And then from there, the unraveling, that's the bloody war part, right? But we deserve to be happy. That is the purpose. I think one of my oracle cards says that essentially, and happy, I'm not talking about, oh, you know, just, um, we're not going to always feel like we're flying off of, chandeliers and shit, but um, soul's contentment, feeling at one and at peace within the life you have chosen, because we do really have a choice. The life right? Once we do this work, we start to understand that we can redirect and co create differently. So, and everybody's version of that happy is going to be something different, right? You all deserve that. I want to encourage you to start meditating on that, not asking your next door neighbor or your coworker or your whomever about what's going to make you happy. Asking yourself that question. I know, and sitting with it. Anyway, that's that. I think I have it. What time is it? I have oh yeah, at 8 o'clock. Conference call at 8. No, well, I guess I'm get some coffee. That's how I'm gonna have to roll with that. Virtual. Hope I don't have to be on camera for this one. Um, anyway, I just wanted to share something from a relaxed state. Y'all always see me up and high octane, going at it, right? Outside or doing some drill or some shit. So I wanted to share something in a relaxed way as I'm just still laying here in the bed, about to get up here, watching Martin. Anyway, those of you who come on here that are divinely guided and of love and light and positive vibes, I want to say to you, I wish you well. I wish you well. I send you love and light. May you be well. May you be well. Okay. So, anyway, if you guys have questions about the products and services that Bloom from Within Love offers, Etsy, the Etsy shop is back up and running for you all. Um, so if you click on the Etsy link, I want to say it is on my YouTube homepage. If you click on that link, it'll take you there. And if you feel guided, a lot of people send messages there because anybody can. If you have any questions regarding the videos I've created, you want to schedule something, that's a way you can do it. Um, Another way, you can text Bloom's phone. Just state who you are. You can use anonymous name if you feel kind of, uncomfortable. I do realize a lot of people uh, do have, like concerns about stalkers and weirdos and things like that. And so I totally get it. But you do need to identify um, where you saw my content, what it is that you're really inquiring about, and, and then I'll reply to you in that way. Okay. And it's text only. And that's at 702, wait, 702-289-0290. I finally remember it by heart. Gee whiz. Um, so that's another method. Of course, email. I think that's already over there on my YouTube homepage if you want to utilize the email. Okay. All right, you guys. Everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. Balance is key. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Today, I took a break yesterday. I was guided to, you guys, I'm one of the people that Source and the universe has to remind constantly that it's okay to take a day off, even if it's in your own business, not just like your regular external employment, but like even as it pertains to your own business and stuff, it's like, you do need to rest and relax and recoup because not only do you do it social media, you do it personally. in person, and you do this, and you do that, and you do this, and you do that. So you know, it's okay. And so I have to be reminded constantly, like, dude, shh, just take a day out. Just let me go. Because I'll be gone. Like, I get into these zones, I'll be gone. And so the universe be like, okay, like, it's okay. That's a part of the balance. A part of the balance is you relax, you unplug. So I was forced to do so, and then, to even have fun, go figure, right? Go freaking figure. It was like, no, Brandy, how about no, let's do your little hair, hook up the do. How about that, girl? Go and do your girly things and have some fun here. Interact with humans on a non-business related level. How about that? I laughed. I was like, oh, well, I guess, And then I appreciate it now, though. As I'm laying here, I'm like, I appreciate it because I found rest. I found, you know, rejuvenation, refortification. And so I feel like that's probably a part of why we need it too, so that we can keep going with the same vigor, right? The same vigor in a balanced way. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna go on because this other phone is this on the Bloom phone is about to ring probably here in yeah, Bloom's phone is gonna ring in about 40 minutes or so, and I need some coffee. Anyway, I don't see anybody here. I don't, yeah. So, well, I enjoyed this little chatty chat with y'all. You heard me? Wait, what does it say? Uh, I'm gonna be like this lady. I like this. That's the stuff, right? Right here, though. This filter right here, though. Ooh. That's weird looking. I'm just playing with some filters a little bit, you guys, before I end it here. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, excuse me, guys. Ooh, ooh, dreamy. It's a dream. Okay, y'all. Y'all like, what is she doing? Just gonna hang up the end the call, lady. Right? Not the call, the video. All right, you guys. Anyway, I sent you guys hugs, loves, and kisses. Namaste.